Hello anybody who's here at the moment or is joining us in the future, sharing the stream, etc. I'm 7 minutes late, but I've had to feed my dogs, I remembered, sorry. Sup, Fem King? Oh my god. Oh my god. You know, I've been meaning to say this for months, but I forgot. Hopefully you can hear me. Tell me if you can hear me, and if it's all good. But because you kept saying that, I had one of my friends continuously for like 2 days just continuously ask me to try to do a woman's voice. I'm like, I can't do a woman's voice. Why are you asking me? All because you kept calling me Femlord. I hope you're proud of yourself. I clicked to share the stream through messages. Oh my god. The was a good impression. What was? A good impression of what? I can't actually click on my live stream. Sounded like a woman for a sec. Oh my god. I wasn't even... I know you're lying. You're just... I wasn't even trying to do an impression of a woman, I hope you know. That's how I know you're lying. LOL. Also, I can't actually change the color of my light to the purple or anything I usually do. Because for some reason, all the purple options, like, that is not me clicking on red. All the purplish options have changed to giving me red. And what does red give me? Red. It gives me more red. That's yellow. That's yellow as well, but on the camera it shows up like normal. I'm clicking every green option, it gives me the same green. Bro, them colors mad off. Yeah. Let's just do this one. Okay, let's get into this. And I'm gonna lower the light actually a little bit because I can't see. There. What's my map button again there? Okay, so I'm up to exploring this area, am I? It's been a little bit. It's been like 2 months. What's the run button again? L1? Yeah. This is... Yeah, okay, I know where I am. I know where I am. I need to take the elevator, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I was just testing. A little bit of Silent Hill, I like it. Yeah. The reason I blew off the other games I was playing in the stream is because... So basically, I don't watch TikTok, because I don't like TikTok. But whenever my friend sends me something on something, I used to just send him back a YouTube video I thought was funny, but he kept getting annoyed about that. I'm talking about Lincoln, by the way. And he was like, "Can you just send me it through the same app?" And I was like, "Fine, whatever." And because of stuff he was sending me and a mix of just what I like, hate TikTok too, good. It's not a good app, except for this one single exception that I have right now, where it's perfectly, I have sculpted it into the diamond in the rough, the literal, I stuck my hand down a toilet like Mr. James Sunderland, but unlike James, my hand didn't come out covered in crap, it came out covered in gold flakes. Feed. I'm only getting videos from what I would say are like my top 15 games of all time, and whenever I don't get that, I get those videos of the cats that are like, I wasn't scared of anything until I saw the scary man. The scary man wasn't scared of anything till he saw Larry. Those are the only things that aren't related to my favorite games I've ever seen on TikTok as of lately. And I literally tell Lincoln, I'm like, I'm not spending more than 30 minutes at a time at most on the app, and I also, if he sends me too much of like for example, he keeps sending me this video of like a dog with an apple, and I told him, I said you got to cut back on sending that, because I'm not risking the good thing I have going. I forget the dodge button. Is it circle? It is. It's literally, I have the For You page of the dogs right now. I'm not even kidding. It's all Life is Strange, The Last of Us, The Walking Dead, Until Dawn. Literally just the greatest games of all time are the only things in my feed. Red Dead Redemption, of course, and Silent Hill. It's constantly Silent Hill. It's the ones that show up the most are The Last of Us, Dead by Daylight, Silent Hill, and Life is Strange. And and they those 4 games each taking their turn of being the one that shows up the most. At the moment, the one showing up the most is Silent Hill. Just the entire series, but mainly Silent Hill 2, of course, because that's the most popular one. I keep getting edits of Silent Hill 2 Remake, and I'm like, okay, I just want to play it. I just want to finish it. Because technically, from my point of view, I haven't finished it, because I still have one ending to get. I'm going to turn my headset up nice and loud, so I can take in the full experience. Because also I've realized since I got my new headset, because I can't really hear myself through my headset, I've realized that's because this headset, I don't know why, but since I got this headset, I've just had it turned down like pretty low, and when I turn it up, I like jump scare myself, so I turn it back down. Not literally jump scare, but like, I don't know what's with me, because usually like my headset's always max volume, but with this one I didn't even have it close. Ouch! Die, as in perish. Mine, RDR2, Walking Dead, Telltale, God of War 3, and Detroit Become Human. Detroit Become Human makes an appearance every now and then for me, but it's because there are a couple games that they don't show up on their own, they show up in like compilations. They show up in videos that are comprised of multiple games, those ones. Also, God of War, best franchise in gaming, period. I don't think it's the best franchise for my taste, but I do think it's one of the rare ones that have not a single bad game. And I'll give it that. I am a little scared though, because I don't watch TikTok, by the way, unless what I do is, what's yours? My favorite franchise? I guess it's Resident Evil, just by default. It's either Resident Evil or Silent Hill, just by default, because all my other favorite games of all time, either they have like one glorious game, and then the rest suck, or they have like only 2 games in them. Like The Last of Us or Alan Wake do not have that many games in them. Or like, even if there's like one game in the series I think is better than anything else in the other series, all the other games are better than the other games in my opinion. Like, for example, agreed. Yeah. Because I think when it comes to like Silent Hill versus Resident Evil, for example, I think Silent Hill 1 is better than any of the Resident Evil games, but Resident Evil 7, right, is the only one that I would say even comes close to Silent Hill 1. I think Silent Hill 1 and Resident Evil 7 are tied for me, but that's like why I'd say Silent Hill and Resident Evil, I don't know which one I would like better, because Silent Hill is so much more my type of horror, but when Resident Evil does a game right, they get, like, Resident Evil 7 is like, holds Resident Evil on a pedestal of, like, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm actually saying words that I don't even mean at this point. Because obviously there's other games that are good in Resident Evil. The games excel at different things. The only Resident Evil game that succeeds at what Resident Evil does, what Silent Hill does, is Resident Evil 7, if I'm being honest. I'm sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. Consistently good beats, inconsistently great. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Kind of, I think that's what I'm saying. Yes, because that's like I'd say both Alan Wake games are amazing, but I can't say that Alan Wake's the best franchise because it's not a franchise if there's 3 games in it. Like, I know there's like, and that's hard to admit. Yeah, well, because like Alan Wake still technically is like part of like Control and stuff like that. But if we're just talking Alan Wake specifically, there's Alan Wake American Nightmare, and Alan Wake 2. And Alan Wake's American Nightmare is not, like, really even a full game, to be honest. It's just side quest. It's just side quest with a main plot intertwined in it. That's what that is. I've still been meaning to get around to the story of that, because the only time I've ever seen... I haven't seen the full story of American Nightmare. I've just seen all the Mr. Scratch cutscenes. Oh wait, I've already been here. Alright, but I didn't go this way? Or like The Last of Us? The Last of Us games are really good, but like I can't say that The Last of Us is the greatest series in gaming with 2 games and 3 remasters. That would be absurd. Even though I think that The Last of Us is my favorite game of all time, there's no way I would say it's the greatest series, because I do not count having 3 remasters as a series. I count it as a duo. Legit. Yeah, like even when they release The Last of Us 3, I won't tell people, oh, there's 6 Last of Us games. I'll say there's 3 Last of Us games and just as many remasters. I can't wait for The Last of Us Part 3 to release in 2026 and The Last of Us Part 3 Remastered to release in 2027. That would be great. That's what they did for the original game. I still hate that they did it. Oh wait, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I healed a second ago and I can't be healing because of the ending I'm going for. I'm gonna put my hand... I want to just say what ending I'm going for a second for people who played the game. If you've never seen any of the endings from the original before, skip till my hand is down. But, I'm going for the Maria ending, so basically I have to treat James like crap. I've never seen the ending, I just know the steps. There's no way there's just as many remasters. Surely more remasters. No, when The Last of Us Part 3 comes out, there will be a tie, but at the moment there's more remasters than there is main entries in The Last of Us. There's The Last of Us, then The Last of Us Remastered, then The Last of Us Part 2, then The Last of Us Part 1, which is another rebuild of The Last of Us original, and then there's The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered. So there is more remasters. And you know what? I can understand why they do it. I still don't like it, though, if that makes sense. Because, like, they do it because it's easier to train It's easier to ensure that when they do crazy, yeah. But they do it because it's easier to ensure that their brand new releases will be good games if their crew know how to make their style of games. So they're like, okay, we'll make a remaster or a rebuild or something, so you know how to do it, and then eventually, when you want to working on the actual release, you'll know what you're doing. So I understand it from that respect. But I just hate how soon they put remasters out after the game has been released already. Like, for example, the original Last of Us remaster from 2014, that one would not... I don't think that one should be called The Last of Us Remastered. I think it should have just... They should have done... That's actually kind of genius. Yeah, they should have... obviously done what they did to enhance it for the PS4 Pro. Well, not Pro, but just the PS4. But they should not have called it remastered, because it's really just a PS4 port of the Last of Us. And then Last of Us Part 1 should not have come... It should have came out in 2024. I mean, not 2020. Should have come out in 2023, not 2022, because then it's like, you can justify it as, well, it's been out for 10 years, so it's not that bad. But it makes it worse because of how soon they released it. And then The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, they should have watched my videos and listened to me when I said, just... Other games do it, they give you PS5 upgrades without calling it a remaster. What was stopping you, Naughty Dog? And just because you didn't call it a remaster doesn't mean that your new employees all of a sudden don't know what they're doing. They would still know what they're doing just because it's not called a remaster. And then I think the public would like you better because they're not like, oh my god, they released a remaster. They'd be like, oh my god, they gave me a PS5 upgrade. That's crazy. Naughty Dog, too many remasters. Rockstar, not enough remasters. Agreed. Agreed. Am I done up here? Maybe I should heal in a second, but I really don't want to. I don't know if I'm done up here. It's been a couple months since I played this, so I'm kind of lost. Well, not lost, but like, I know what I'm doing. I'm just confused on the order. Which, I don't know how I let myself get confused on the order. I started this from the beginning of the section. But it's because, you know when you already, well, except for GTA. Like the GTA trilogy. But that remaster was done by someone else, not Rockstar. Rockstar just went, here, remaster our game. We'll trust you. You make mobile games. Yeah, I'm gonna drink it. I should have just taken a needle, because now the game's gonna be like, if I take another one, I'm gonna have less. Can't wait for GTA 5 PS6 support. Guys, we've announced we're delaying GTA 6 till 2033, so that we can have another couple years of support for GTA Online. We're sure you're all thrilled to hear about this. But I mean, like, Rockstar, when's the Manhunt? When's Manhunt Remastered Collection, huh? Re-release Manhunt 1 and 2 remastered for the PS5. That's what I want. That's what I want. I want Pigsy in HD. I want Piggly Wiggly. Is that his name? What's his name? No, Pigsy. Piggly Wiggly is what Jacksepticeye called Chris Walker in Outlast. James, I know you want to, but don't stick your hand in that! It will burn off! Okay, I've been here. Do you remember back in 2021 and everyone thought it was GTA 6, but it was just a GTA 5 port trailer, yeah. That was so funny. Because I knew the whole time, I was like, they're not announcing GTA 6, no way. And then I was like, yeah, I'm right. Still hilarious, yeah. bothers me. Don't get the problem here, Rockstar. I mean, Franklin, I just want oiled up Nico Bellic remaster. Did you drop the pipe? I can't see it. Show me your hands! Hands, hands! I still find it hilarious watching people lose all their ammo in this game. When I haven't watched anyone play it for a while, but every time I've been watching it, I keep seeing people being like, it's so good because like you're constantly only just have enough ammo. You only ever have just enough ammo. Meanwhile, in my second playthrough, I had 400 bullets at all times, and I mean all times. I literally, after I got 400 bullets, I never went below 400 bullets in my pistol alone. My pistol alone had 400 bullets. On my first playthrough, you can see if you watch my recorded playthrough, my first playthrough I had 200 bullets at all times. And the original, right? You obviously don't get as much bullets as the original if you play normally, because the original handed you heaps. But if you conserve your ammo in the remake, you get so many more bullets than the original. Like, oh my god, I predict that you could end this game with like almost 800 bullets. Oh, you thought? You thought? I forget how to pull my shotgun. Do I have a shotgun yet? Yes, I do. Yeah, that's funny. Also, have you noticed, there's only ever two types of middle-aged survival horror protagonist. Either they're blonde with a clean-shaven face and wearing a jacket at some point during their career, or they have black hair but they also have a beard at some point. Not always have a beard, but they always at least have like some sort of like stubble, like easily visible. And there's just not usually in between. Here's proof. Sebastian Castellanos, Alan Wake. Black hair. Their first game with stubble, and then their second game they immediately have a beard. And then the blonde with a jacket at some point, James Sunderland, Ethan Winters, Leon Kennedy. And then the mix of the two is Mike from Until Dawn. You've got a point. He's looking there again, staring. He says he'll drag me down there. I don't want to. Something tells me there's something wrong with this place. Can't put my finger on it. What's that? A key. Oh, I forgot about the heartbeat room. I can't believe I still... You know, Alan Wake 2, I had the Platinum Trophy basically when I finished the game. And this, I have got basically almost every trophy in the game. But there's a couple things I just have not done. It's like black characters getting those sight sweep down looking dreads, yeah. Everyone's getting them now. Like the updated Mars Morales hair or whatever. from Spider-Man. I haven't played Spider-Man 2 or Miles Morales. I only played the first one, but I remember Miles had the like shaved kind of, not shaved head, but like the really short, almost shaved head. And then in the next appearance, he had these dreads, and I'm like that doesn't with his just super short hair. I'm kind of getting sick of seeing it, because they just give every character those, what's with the skull emoji? They just give everybody those hairstyles now, and it's like, can we get some variety, please? Shotgun shell. Health drink. Okay, that was a very inspiring story that you made up. I'm talking to the tape recorder, by the way. Oh yeah, there's a ladder. Oh my god, I'm taking a needle. For real. I'm thinking Miles with an afro. Sorry, the only reason I laughed was because ever since Madagascar 3, anytime someone says afro, or I read afro, I always just think of Marty with the clown wig on singing Afro Circus. And do you know what? Sometimes I don't even think about that, but then I remember what an afro looks like, and then I start thinking about that. Nah, but it'd be hilarious trying to see him put the mask on with an afro. Yeah. You know what'd be funny if the dreadlocks they gave him, or not dreadlocks, but the locks they gave him were just a little bit bigger, and when he put the mask on, it was just like sticking out the side, like there's just a lump on the side of his head. Freeze, police! I mean not police. I mean wife murderer. Freeze, my wife murderer. I'm the wife murderer. Lol. Freeze! Police don't be police! I turned my torch off by accident. Or just have the mask stretch out from the afro when he puts it on. Can toxic gas please go away? Thank you. Where am I going? Of course. And then this is where I came from. I just had to double check, because I felt like I was losing my memory. Maybe a yellow, more yellow light would suit. That is not yellow. What the hell? Whatever, that's fine. I'm so... Oh, wait, did it? Well, alright. Alright. My favorite color, Rello. Rello Raggy. You Rello. Have I gone through here before? I won't rest until it's solved. I won't rest. I can't rest. I don't know how anymore. If I read that before, I'm sorry, but like I don't remember. Okay, now I'm pretty sure I didn't go this way, so I'm gonna quickly go this way. I went that way. Die! 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 Oh my god, somebody get this woman a nurse. Somebody get this nurse a woman. Crap, the door's locked. Help! Somebody's beaten a woman senseless over here. I don't know who it was. No one look at me. Oh, there's something here. Can survival horror games in the future use Silent Hill 2 Remake as an example, and from now on, go through the efforts that they did and add stuff that allows you to turn the HUD off, like him looking at items and stuff, because that is so good. I love that he does that. It even helps when you can have the indicators on, just in case you miss it. My hands ain't covered in her brains, nah, man. 9659. Speaking of brains, I watched the movie Hannibal for the first time, which is the sequel to Silence of the Lambs. And it did not feel like a sequel to Silence of the Lambs to the very end of the movie, if I'm being honest. And I know Jodie Foster has scheduling conflicts and also didn't really want to do, well, she wanted to do the sequel, but then she thought it was too gruesome, which is not that gruesome, to be honest. I've seen way worse, even in 2001. But, like, why did they have to replace Jodie Foster? They could have got somebody who looked like her, at least. Was it 9659? That's not 9. Oh wait, hang on. And then this one, I know what this is. It's something. It's like 2 something 0. No, it's 2 down the bottom. Yeah, I think so. 6? One of these is a 6. Maybe it's 46? 4622. Yeah, I know it's 22 down the bottom, so and I know there's a 6. Oh, this is 6. 6 something 22 or something 6. Something 622. Okay, we'll change this one to 6, and then I'm a genius. God damn it! What am I missing? Where have I not been? I haven't been anywhere over there. To the women's locker room! To the women's locker room, I think? No. Can I even get over there? Perhaps I can't. I need to get to the examination room. Back to the director's office. Back to the director's office. This is a wall. Did you watch Arcane episode 3? I think I only watched up to episode 2 so far. The last episode I watched, spoilers for Arcane episode 3 season 1, I'm not bothering putting my hand up because that season 1's an old episode. It's the last one I watched was it ended with the guards coming and the girls at the bar. She's playing, what's her name? Blue hair. I know that her name will become Jinx or whatever, but it's not at the moment. I forget what her name is currently. And she's playing with a doll, but like really sadly. And then the guy pours her a drink, and then he's like, "Oh, why are you sad?" Powder, yeah, powder. And he pours her a drink, and then it's like he realizes, he's like, "Oh no!" And the guards are coming to pick up Redhead or Pinkhead because she summoned them. With the little tube thing that I know his name. I forget it though. It's like Vader. It's not Vader, but it sounds like Vader. I'm just saying Vader, but weird now. Meow Hater. I forget what Big Muscle Man's name is, but yeah, that's the last thing I saw. So I don't know if that's episode 2 or 3 though. I think it's the episode where the dude injects that kid with the strange stuff they've been experimenting with. Do I have the thing for this? No. Yeah, to be honest, usually I'd be really annoyed if I was taking this long because I'm like, oh no, hope I'm not boring people. But I don't really care right now because I need to not finish the game before 10 hours is up, and I'm like on course to finish. I'm on course to accidentally speed running the game if I remember last time. Yeah, that's episode 2. Okay, well the last episode I watched was 2 so far, and it's annoying because luckily I'm lucky that episode you'll love it. Okay. I realized that I was missing 3 of the Hannibal Lecter movies. So I can't watch the Hannibal TV show yet, because that's the newest thing to come out from 2015, but like, it's technically the newest thing to come from the Hannibal Lecter franchise. So I can't watch that yet, which means I have to put that on hold, which is lucky, but I have a couple TV shows that I've been cycling through, and 2 of them really have my attention to the point where I'm just, oh my god, to the point where I've just not really watched either of them very frequently. It was Arcane, but then also, surprisingly for me, Death Note, because I hate anime. I really hate anime, but Death Note is really good. Like, and I'm only watching it because I'm like, there's the live action version. I was like, well, I may as well know if the source material is good or bad before watching it. So I'll know which one's worse. And Death Note's so good. The last 3 episodes, or I'll say the last 3 episodes until the very end of the last one, I found I think they were just bad, honestly, because the rest of the show was so good and kept me on watching. But like, the voice acting Death Note is great, yeah. But like, I hate, spoiler alert for Death Note, but it's like, it came out in 2006, so I'm not too upset about saying something. But the episodes so far where he's lost his memory of everything he's done, I don't like them. They're the worst episodes. I know there's probably a lot of people who are like on the edge of their seat, like, oh, I can't wait for him to get his memory back, because they're like really into this episode of the plot. But for me, I'm more like, can you just give him his memory back already? Because the show kind of sucks when he doesn't know he's the killer. Bro, it came out before I came out. Yeah. The show's the same age as me as well. It came out in 2006. Oh no, I missed. Oh. Get back in the stall! Ouch! Ah! Came out over. Oh, ouch! The old Jacob's ladder got stuck there, did it? I still need to watch Jacob's ladder. Maria, where are you? Maria, I'm scared. And when you're around, I'm less scared because I'm more angry. I'm just kidding, I'm not scared. Ah! I mean, it's beating you. Okay, I came from this way, didn't I? Yes, but I've gone everywhere I can up here, so this is the only way to go. I mean, oh. Hey! No! No! Oh no! Please! Please! Please, I'm sorry I shot your kneecaps! Sorry I shot your kneecaps with a pistol! Replacements. I've been so confused as well because of how silent it's been. Because you know how there's usually like the radio going off. I forgot that I turned it off so that I could get a trophy, and I also simultaneously forgot that it even existed. So I'm just sort of been here the whole time. Like, is it just me or is it unusually quiet and not having any? And I had no knowledge of what it was that made it feel quiet. But it's because there's no radio going off. Ah. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Abuse, abuse! Ow, ow, ow! Don't do this to me, please! Statistically, most abuse crimes are caused by men, so if the police come, I'm gonna get arrested, please! Please! Hey. The statistics are right for a reason! I mean, right? I mean, that way for a reason. No! Please, stop trying to change the statistic! Please, statistic! Statistic! Sayonara. Don't moan at me when you die. Did you hear something? Ah! Oh my god, that one actually... The scream wasn't really a scared scream, but I honestly got terrified by that. Ow! Oh, I need a heal, I'm gonna die. If only there was a crouch. Stealth. But the colors in this game are so good. Mike is not afraid of nothing. I'm not either. Terrify. I use words like that. Terrified means. Look, sometimes I will admit there's times when I get jump scared, but you'll know if I've actually genuinely been scared because I'll look like I didn't react at all, but I'll still say it scared me. Oh, good or hole. Oh, I didn't stick my hand in it. No, that reminds me. Also, what was I gonna say? But there's just not really any other words to use. I asked AI who'd win in a fight, Mike or Arthur. Mm-hmm. Who'd say? Also, there's one of the ending, or two of the endings in this game. Every time I see it, I always immediately think of Arthur Morgan, because James said, I tried, I did, I really did. And every time he says it, I just think of, I tried, I did, in the end. Came back saying unlikely Micah is skilled martial artist and boxer from the Red. Unlikely Micah is a skilled martial artist and boxer from the Red Dead universe. People don't know this, but Red Dead Redemption 2 was actually written before the Karate Kid, and Daniel was based off Micah Bell. I even have a screenshot. I'm lost. Again. It's funny how easily it is to get lost in this room that is very distinct. A show should be obvious where to go. Oh, it's behind me. Never mind, I'm not lost, I just forgot I came down a ladder. Which is located... Where? Where's the ladder? Ah. That makes sense. Why would it just be in the middle of the room? The hair! Oh my god! Sorry. Sorry, I won't start a whole hair looks like hair thing again that I did 2 years ago. But it's true, the hair looks like hair. I'm not going to stop pointing out when the hair looks like hair in video games. I've been doing it since Life is Strange Remastered, and I'm not stopping now. Look how good his hair looks. It doesn't move as much as it did in the 2022 reveal, but arguably that makes it more realistic, except for one scene. One single scene. But like, look at it, look at it. His hair looks so good. The whole game looks so good. The colors, the colors, the colors, the colors. Look. Obviously, there's something to the original PS2 art style that cannot be beaten. But the colors in the environment, it's also glorious. It's an amazing game. It's truly amazing. Luscious. Luscious is actually a word I'd use to describe it, unironically. The Silent Hill. Oh, no, I can't even really hear myself. I'm trying to think of it. I don't know if you could tell, but I'm trying to do a Donald Trump impression. Because I figured, I wonder, do you want it to be really funny? Did that door just play horror movie music at me? Hang on, let's see. Sounded more like JFK. My fellow Americans. Sorry. I sound like JFK trying to sound like Donald Trump, and I don't sound like anybody trying to sound like... I'll just try to sound like Trump again, maybe it will sound like JFK. We gotta go to Silent Hill. That was not even... We gotta go to Silent Hill. We gotta go to Silent Hill. It's a great town. I've been there many times. Some of my favorite people from Silent Hill. Never seen them outside the town, but there's some great people. Some people try to tell me, Donald, you're imagining things. These people aren't real, but I say those people are just racist. Like, they try to accuse me of, they're just racist. Now Spanish JFK. I can't hear myself. I can't hear myself speak. Goyo, have you seen that video? It's like JFK, I mean not JFK, Donald Trump as the guy from Fallout New Vegas. He's like, Goyo, I need you to go to Hoover Dam and get me the platinum chip, and then we'll go and get a hot dog. I'll go take you and get you a hot dog. Actually, I haven't played the game yet. Really? I haven't played Fallout New Vegas either, to be honest. I've played Fallout 4 and Fallout 3. I've watched way too many Fallout New Vegas videos, though. Don't know. Thank you for the button, sir. I mean, ma'am. So, opinions on the game. I think Fallout New Vegas is pretty good, pretty creative. I cry every time. I think about how Dying Light 2 could have been written by the guy who wrote Fallout New Vegas, and Techland, after allegations that were proven wrong, were like, buddy, we don't want you working here. And now Dying Light 2 is the mess it is. We could have had Fallout New Vegas as a zombie game! Aha!
James, are you ready to play trick or treat?
Imagine a parkour zombie game written by frickin' the Fallout New Vegas guy. Allegations suck, yeah. Unless they're true, then they suck for a different reason.
How many souls were lost during the plague? 1, 42, 2, 67, 3, 85.
I think the answer is 132.
Well, you better hold on to it. You never know when it might come in handy. Now, on to the second question. Follow Sanders Street heading east and further on to the outskirts of town.
Can I leave, please? I've heard this before.
One road will take you towards the lumberyard and the cemetery. What is the name of that road? 1.
Road.
Rockland Road. 2. Munson Street. 3.
Wiltsey Road. I knew. Do you know what's funny? When I did this in my recorded playthrough, that's the only one I knew 100% I would be right on. And I was. Because I read the road sign.
A brother and sister were playing in the road when they were attacked and chopped into pieces with an axe.
You know, one of the things I love about the Silent Hill series is everything you find in like letters and stuff, most of it will eventually come up later. Silent Hill 1, it came up in Silent Hill 3. Silent Hill 2, it came up in Silent Hill 4. And fantastic.
Time will soon come to collect your prizes. But be careful. If you're wrong, well, looks like that's all the time we have for today, folks. Thanks for tuning in.
Stream laggy. Yeah, I saw that. Hopefully it goes away. I'll turn off internet on my phone and just have it on phone dial. What the hell was that? It was the guy from Visage, obviously. Probably, I don't know. He reminded me of the TV man who's like, cheers, have a drink. You know you want a drink. Guys, what do you think is scarier, Visage or Silent Hill 2? Because me personally, obviously I don't really get scared by games, like actually scared, but like, I have to say Visage, honestly. I know there's heaps of people, me just stealing neighbors' Wi-Fi. Well, even if I was doing that, it would still have internet problems because Australian Wi-Fi just is terrible. Like people who make enough money to do it, usually like they jump through so many holes just to get it like really good. Australian Wi-Fi is horrible. Ah, it's a cockroach! It's the scariest thing I've ever seen. Ah, please leave me alone. Die! I tricked you. I eat cockroaches. I mean, I don't take that on record. Ah, the Walla Oh shit, what? Bro, you don't know how many Australian streamers I've watched where they Wi-Fi buffers out on them. Yeah, well, do you know how many times I've been streaming and the games just, I mean not the game, just the stream has crashed? That's sort of my thing. Or used to be my thing, was that nobody ever knew when my stream would crash. Especially when I was streaming on PS4. There's been so many streams I had to restart after like 10 minutes. Like I'd be streaming 10 minutes in, it crashes. Also, that was rude, lady, you're a nurse. Australian Buffer League. Mate, if there was a league for who can have their stream buffer the most, I'd win. Specifically streams. My games lag sometimes, but like, when it comes to playing games themselves, my internet is usually pretty good. Usually when I'm lagging, it's like the game's fault, to be honest. But there are some times where it's just turning on my internet. It's like, please stop. It's the worst when it is your internet and not the game, because when it's the game, it's annoying, because it's like, oh, I can't play this game. But when it's actually your internet, it's like, oh, I can't play any game. Oh my god. You know, horror games and Steam, I didn't come in here before, because I was in my head, there's so many games with Steam just means you can't go through, that I was like, oh, if I walk through that, I'm gonna get hurt. Oh my god. Ow! Ow! Oh my god, thank you. Yeah. If I go in my menu, am I like dying? Whoops. Ooh, that hurts. I hope I haven't healed too much, because otherwise... Because healing, according to this game, healing shows determination to wanna live. Ah! Stream be full on Unbreakable Force Field games. In Force Field games. Steam be a full-on unbreakable force in force field in games. It's GTA bushes stopping cars. Well, what about that one bush in GTA, like that hedge, where if you drive over it, it just gets like this weird curve. Legit. Oh my god, I'm on the other side. You know, I don't know if it's just me, but the pistol sound effects still disappoint me a little bit in this. Yeah, did you see they got rid of a bush in OG Fortnite update? It's the OG Fortnite bad update, not the OG. There's so much. You know what? I've actually been having a lot of fun playing OG Fortnite, but there are some problems. One, some guns don't look like their Chapter 1 variant, they look like Chapter 2. Two, still, some of the guns that do look like their Chapter 1 variant, the logos are their Chapter 2 variant. Three, some of the guns look like their Chapter 1 variant, but they sound like their Chapter 2 variant. Example, pump shotgun. It used to have a little more meat on the bones. It used to be like a but it sounds more lightweight. So I'm pretty sure it's the Chapter 2 sound. Or maybe they tried to recreate the sound and they messed it up a little. I don't know. But I remember there being more meat on the bones with the sound effect. I've never been injured long enough to realize that, but he makes different noises when landing. If you jump over a wall and land while you're at full health, he does not make as loud of a when you hit the ground. That's cool. But also another problem, the movement. Do you know what I wanted OG Fortnite to do? Now some people might see this as a bit harsh, but I see it as the true classic experience. I wanted them to remove the new movement system, go back to the old movement system, and force everybody to use the classic control scheme while playing OG Fortnite. You know, where you had to click triangle to scroll through everything.
James.
Mary. Oh. Maria, I thought.
Mary!
Sorry.
Oh my god, it's Mary!
Anyway, I'm glad you're alive.
Anyway?
Nah, agreed.
What do you mean, anyway? I was almost killed back there. I have never been so scared in my whole life.
I know some people don't like how
All you care about
Maria sounds a lot angrier in the original than she does here, but I like how it's done here. Maybe she could have sounded a little more emotional, but I like how it's done here better, because I always felt like in the original, it felt like James was getting yelled at by his mum,
supposed to take care of
not his wife. Stop screaming, woman! Obviously, I know Maria's not his wife, but she's meant to be like the representation of his wife. So I feel like it should sound more like he's getting berated by his wife and not grounded by his mother. So it always kind of annoyed me a little bit in the original, because I was like, it sounds like he's being yelled at with his mom.
You found her?
Yeah, but she ran away.
What? We have to find her.
Yeah.
I hope. Look, Silent Hill 2's been robbed of the
really
Game of the
seem to
Year
care about
award,
the girl.
but I really just hope, please, Luke Roberts, win actor award, win the actor award,
I'd never
please,
met her
win best
before.
performance.
I just feel sorry for her. She's all alone and... I don't know, for some reason I feel like it's up to me to protect her.
Silence, wench. I'm just kidding.
Come on, let's go look for her.
Trying to blind me, James?
You trying to blind me, James?
I knew it! I'm so smart. What, even the candidates again? Poker and a DLC. Okay. It's... I completely forgot. I have two kind of... I remember there's a game called Blorachro or something. That's just basically That's just basically a poker game, so I don't know how that's Game of the Year. Maybe it's super good and I don't know. It's like got this hidden, like, scary horror game within, but I don't buy it. 2, Black Myth Wukong. 3, four, the Elden Ring DLC. I forget the candidates. Let me just Google it quickly, because it's outrageous that Silent Hill 2 is not a candidate. Game of the Year 2024 candidates. Astrobot, Balatro, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring, Shadows of the Erdtree. Yeah, that's Final Fantasy VII Remake. People are getting angry over remakes when I mention Silent Hill 2, but Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is okay. Isn't that not? Is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth not a remake of a remake? I thought that was what it was. I thought it was more. I thought it was just more of Final Fantasy VII Remake. So Astrobot, Balatro, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and Metaphor Bantazio. I don't know what that is. Silent Hill 2 robbed. That's all I'm gonna say. Black Myth Wukong's getting glazed too. Yeah, I hate. Do you know what I hate? If you make a Soulsborne game that's even a little bit decent, everybody all of a sudden is like, "That's my game of the year right there." Like, get over it. Like, they're good, okay? They're good. They're not that good, honestly. Not gonna lie. Yeah, Astrobot's really fun. It's basically... I want to get it at some point. I haven't got it yet. But I would like to get Astrobot because I played that little one that the PlayStation 5 comes with. So much fun. I got it platinumed when I played it because I just really liked it. So I imagine Astrobot does deserve Game of the Year. When I said Astrobot the way I did, it's not because I'm like, oh, why is this cartoon getting Game of the Year? It's because I was more like, oh, finally something that's actually worthy to be here. Can you hurry up, Muriel? Why are your legs sticking in the stairs like you're from GTA 5? I'm not meant to be up here. Yes, I am. Shadow of the Erdtree should not be there. It should be Silent Hill 2. It got robbed so hard. Horror games always been getting robbed, but that's just because horror is such a niche genre. Unless you know you're the Resident Evil. Because I have a theory that the only reason Resident Evil is so popular, and the same goes for like Five Nights at Freddy's, is because they're like, besides Resident Evil 7, they're like doorway, you know, like people have gateway drugs? They're like gateway horror games. They're not so scary that people who are terrified of horror are going to be sitting there like this the whole time. But they're scary enough to where people who aren't like super used to horror can be like, oh my god, I'm playing the scariest game I've ever played. So they get to have that rush of horror without genuinely actually having to play something that's actually scary.
Sorry.
I feel like anybody who does, like, if you ask what horror games do you play and their first answers are Five Nights at Freddy's and Resident Evil, the scariest game they've ever played is Resident Evil 2 Remake, I guarantee you. And they're like, oh, I didn't play Resident Evil 7, it just seemed too scary. I started playing it, but the beginning was just too scary for me. Any games you think got robbed in earlier Game of the Years? Yep, 2016... almost every game, because Overwatch did not deserve that over everything. Layers of Fear released, freaking Uncharted 4 released, there was Doom 2016, I think there was Titanfall 2, but that might have been 2017, no, it was definitely 2016, Titanfall, Doom, Uncharted, Layers of Fear, and Game of the Year went to Overwatch? Which was basically just TF2 but worse? Not to insult Overwatch or anything, but I'm insulting Overwatch, because I don't like Overwatch. I didn't like it before, because it was too slow, and then when they sped it up, they made everything else worse. I only played Soldier 27, I only played 76 in the original ones. Every now and then some other characters, because they're all... I hate how slow everyone was. I hate games that make you walk at a snail's pace. Horror games on a first playthrough, I give an exception. But when I replayed The Last of Us, I always hate the beginning, because it's just walking around a house. Overwatch was okay, but overrated. Yes, it was overrated. I hate how overrated it is. I really do. So, I bet you the people who voted Overwatch Game of the Year, if you suggested, like, making, like, a Call of Duty Game of the Year, like, I think Infinite Warfare, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, I would say was Game of the Year more than Overwatch. And I reckon if I suggested that, people who played Overwatch would be like, are you crazy? Call of Duty Game of the Year?
You're supposed to be the big man around here. How's
Now
a
it's
little girl like me
hub
supposed
content.
to
What? What does that tell you?
know? Fine.
Did anyone see the schizophrenia glitch when this game came out? Where there's a chance you'd get a glitch where Maria just disappeared in this cutscene, James, and her voice lines even disappear. It's just James talking to herself.
What's this?
2021 Resident Evil 8 got robbed because the only reason... Look, It Takes Two was an amazing game. I really liked It Takes Two. I haven't finished it because I was playing it with Lincoln, and we haven't had much chance to play it. But It Takes Two robbed Resident Evil 8 because It Takes Two is good. Don't get me wrong, but I think it won because people played it with, like, their partners or their siblings. Mainly, I assume it would be, like, boyfriends and girlfriends or husbands and wives who were playing it together. Or, like, really close best friends. And, because that's what who I played it with. And obviously their partner's like, hey, you know, their partner who plays games would be like, hey, you know, you can vote for it as Game of the Year. And then everyone voted for it as Game of the Year. It's still a really good game, don't get me wrong. I just personally, I guess, maybe even prefer Resident Evil 8. Haven't got It Takes Two yet, though. Haven't got It Takes Two yet, though. Oh, okay. I always feel kind of bad about saying it shouldn't have been Game of the Year and Resident Evil 8 should have, because it's still a really good game. And also, I am aware it comes down to my preference, and also to the fact that majority of people are more attracted to a game like that than a game like Resident Evil, because Resident Evil is like a gory horror game. But Resident Evil 8 is probably the most Resident Evil 8 is probably the most, not just the most replayable Resident Evil, it's probably the most replayable game ever made. It is so replayable. It's not a multiplayer game, so that's why it's especially astonishing. Okay, what's the other way around? Hang on. Check this out. I'm so smart. I haven't played a single Resident Evil game, I won't even lie. How should I get into the series? Here's the ones you start with. If you don't want to start with the old games, right, you're like, oh, I like playing the new games. I like my games being newer. Start with Resident Evil 7. Play Resident Evil 7, 2 Remake, 3 Remake, Resident Evil 8, 4 Remake. That's the ones you should play. But if you want to get into it from the start, but you still don't want to get way too old, like you don't want to go back to the 90s games, start with... I might order games. Okay, start with... If you have a PlayStation, if you have a computer, just play all of them. Just play all the ones that have released. Or if you have like an older PlayStation console as well available to you, just play all of them. But if you want to start from the beginning of the story, and it's still an older game, it's like from 2001, but you don't want to quite go back to where the controls just sucked to play the very original. A good place to start, here's my starting points, okay? Either play all of them, start with the Resident Evil 1 remake, or start with Resident Evil 7. Resident Evil 7 is my personal favorite in the series as well. Oh, I forgot. Get out of the way, Maria. I think that the best starting point though is Resident Evil 7. 7 is the best game. It's also the most accessible, probably. I'm a sucker for a good horror game, same. I just did this, didn't I? Yeah, oh my god, I'm dumb. Even though I actually don't own a lot of them. I own a lot of them. I own so many. The only reason my whole front shelf isn't horror games is because I have every Call of Duty game to release since Call of Duty Ghost. So from every Call of Duty game on the PlayStation 4 I own, because I keep the games together, it means that they're all there together, or whatever. I love the animation he does when he gets... It looks like he's getting electrocuted, not acid. He's like... I just started with... Okay. I know 2 is 3. Okay, actually, that's a good starting point. So that's... I just accidentally did 1 twice, I'm an idiot. I'm sorry, but I really want the stuff inside. I really, really, really want the stuff inside. No, get out of that.
Trying to blind me, James?
Shut up, you're the one who walked in front of me, you gronk. I'm a puzzle master, don't worry, check this out. That's what I did the first time! Evil Within. Evil Within is the best Resident Evil sound. Evil Within's awesome if you haven't played it. Maybe you have. The first horror game I played was Cry of Fear. Ever since then I was hooked. I remember Jacksepticeye I played Cry of Fear. I do not really remember the story, and then I remember a couple years later I went to download it on my laptop. I did download it and never played it, and now I'm sad because everybody's always talking about Cry of Fear, and I'm sitting here like, I haven't seen that game since I was 6 years old. Please don't blame me for not remembering it.
Let's just get out of here, okay?
Was I 6 or was I 7? I think I might have been 7. I don't remember. Did Jacksepticeye play Cry of Fear in 2013? It was 2013, wasn't it?
What's wrong? I thought you wanted to get out of here.
You know, it's just... something doesn't feel right.
Come on, Maria. We just did all the generators. Let's get out of here before the killer shows up.
It's gonna be fine.
Don't know. I didn't watch Jack play it. I would do a playthrough on it if my laptop weren't so terrible. Okay, Maria, we gotta get to the exit gate. Oh, no. Okay, Maria, we gotta get to the exit gate. Ooh, a save point. No time for that, Maria. That game is a gem for it being free, yeah. I'm so happy those crazy requirements. I'm so happy they removed stars. Remember in Silent Hill 2 when you'd have to get like a 10-star run if you wanted the platinum trophy? Like, holy hell. That's the one reason that's the one thing that's like if I ever play the game, if I ever play Silent Hill 2, because I was trying to get a PS2 to get Silent Hill 2.
Run!
And I was trying to get a PS4. Oh, I stole Maria! Run, Maria! I wanted to get a PS1 for Silent Hill 1, and a PS2 for Silent Hill 2. And the one thing stopping me from ever, if I went for a platinum trophy on, like, well, I wanted to get a PS3 as well, just in, well, I have a PS3, but I wanted to get, like, the PS3 collection. Obviously that's buggy, but I would want the platinum trophy, but the one thing that would stop me from being, like, it's, oh my god. All that for hyperspray. No, Maria, German head's right behind you. Where's Jay? Where's Steve Harrington? Where's Steve Harrington? Steve, take a body hit, or take a body block. Come on, Steve. Take a hit protection. Wait a second, this isn't Dead by Daylight. James doesn't look stupid. I just saw a video earlier today of it. Me and my friend, when we've done all the generators and we're escaping the trial, but the killer is Deathslinger, and it's like got all the perks and stuff on screen, and James has a flashbang, and he's sitting there, and he gets the doors open, and then Maria gets stabbed and dragged away because it's like Deathslinger, you know. It's funny. LOL. Magdalene is such a good song because it's perfect for horror, because it sounds like it was just somebody playing a couple notes and they didn't know what they were doing. Like, there's not someone who hasn't played a piano, but like they know what a beat sounds like, you know, so they're just clicking a couple keys, they're like, that sounds like something, and they keep clicking it. You get what I mean? I love Magdalene. Magdalene is so good. This whole soundtrack's so good, but Magdalene, am I thinking of Magdalene, or am I thinking of a different one? I think it's Magdalene. I think that's the name. Regardless, it's just amazing. Because Silent Hill 1 has a lot of really good tracks, but there's also a couple that for me are misses, because it's like sort of, it's dated, if you get what I mean. Like it's like a very, very outside of the 90s, it sounds a bit strange. But Silent Hill 2 is timeless. Every track is timeless. I 100% believe it's the best original soundtrack. Play some Tupac. Yeah, the soundtrack to Silent Hill 2 was just rap music. It's like running down and Mom Spaghetti. I know that's not Tupac, that's Eminem, but I don't know Tupac songs. I don't listen to music, so I just don't know. I know who Tupac is. I don't know anything he's done. I don't know anything any rapper has done, or any musician for that matter, except for a few who I'm forced to listen to, because people listen to the white Eminem. I mean white pack. The only thing I know Tupac from is Ricky Baker in Hunt for the Little People names his dog Tupac. Which I don't understand why he didn't call his dog Zig. Because Uncle Hector had a dog called Zag, and Ricky tells him, you should get another dog and name him Zig. I don't know why he didn't do it, he got the dog. For his birthday. Ricky Baker, happy birthday. Once rejected, now accepted. What the hell was a cockroach? By me. And Hector, or like Ricky Baker, Ricky Baker, Ricky Baker, Ricky Baker. No! No! Ouch! The sounds. Oh, let's just take a moment to appreciate the sounds. Ouchies! Wrong sounds! I don't want to hear sounds of injury. How good are the sounds? What happened to 2-pack and 3-pack? 1-pack and 3-pack. The guy only likes even numbers, so he always gets 2-packs. The sounds! The sounds people hear in this, because they're amazing. The sound design, god damn. I hate people who hate on this so much, because it's not even like, most people who are hating on the, oh my god, and the visuals, check this out. Oh, I'm a hacker. I'm a hacker. I'm hacking. Most people who hate on this, it's not even like, oh, I don't like horror games, which even if you didn't, still don't hate on it. But they're just people who are like, so scummy, like, my favorite game from 20 years ago that I actually haven't played myself is getting a remake and I'm gonna pretend to be angry about it. Because I'm so deprived of attention in my real life. Maybe if I come up with some stupid little thing that I'll have half people agreeing with me, and even more, hating me, then everyone's gonna have their eyes on me for my stupid opinion. Yeah. Yeah. Window. I hope if they bring the window, if they do Silent Hill 1 remake, I don't like the remaster because I don't like the remaster. I mean, I even I understand people who just don't like it because they prefer like the. Honestly, I'd expect someone more if they just set that low. Yeah. Like, I can understand if someone, like, doesn't like it because they're like, oh, I just prefer, like, tank control horror games. Not because they're like, oh, the game needs tank controls to be scary. Because, like, I don't mind tank control horror games, and, you know, obviously, like, I played my fair share, but I do prefer not tank controls, because I find, again, I don't really get scared by games, but let's just use the terminology of, like, I find it more scary or whatever, just for simplicity's sake. I find the horror aspect works a lot more the more freedom you have, because then it feels like, for example, if you get cornered and you're stuck because of the tank controls, that's not scary, that's annoying. But if you get cornered and you're stuck because you've put yourself in that position, then it's like, oh my god, what am I doing? No! You know, it's like actually scary, not just, oh my god, the tank controls are screwing me over. I hate when people say you need tank controls for it to be scary. Like, the tank controls are in like, stop pretending that the tank controls aren't just there because of limitations. Okay? They're there because of limitations. If they could do literally anything else, they would. Half the people who worked on the game said that they hated the controls, they hated the camera, and they liked the remake better because of these reasons. Whoa. What the hell? Or, for example, there's a lot of people who kept... There's not that many, but there's still a quite fair few people trying to hate on Resident Evil 7 when it came out. Be right back. Okay. Finish setting up your TV. What? There's a few people trying to hate on Resident Evil 7 when it came out, but, like, the director of the game literally said that it was the game he always wanted the first Resident Evil to be. I feel like if your game needs tank controls to be scary, I feel like you weren't doing enough, because I feel like like, it's such a lame excuse when people say that they think tank controls are needed for it to be scary. Because it's like, if a game without the tank controls is no longer scary, then it was never scary in the first place. Right? Like, think of it this way. If you take the tank controls out of the original Silent Hill 2, is it still scary? It probably will be, because it has good atmosphere. If you get scared of games, it has good atmosphere and blah blah blah. So it probably would be to you. But if you take the tank controls, put tank controls into the remake, would it still be scary? Yeah. Would it be more scary? No, it'd be more infuriating. I can say that from experience playing Resident Evil 4, because Resident Evil 4, I hate the control scheme. I'm only 5 hours in, holy cow.
Laura, stop! It's dangerous!
Laura, stop, it's dangerous. Alright, hear me out. Oh my god. I tried to dodge. Oh. No! I was trying to heal! I don't think meat works on pizza. Why not? I think pizza's better with meat. I would not eat a veggie pizza as my first choice.
Laura, stop! It's dangerous!
Time to go to Terminator for a second. I feel like some of the meats run the cheese. You sound like a Ninja Turtle. Are you a Ninja Turtle in disguise? Are you a Ninja Turtle infiltrating my chat right now? Now I have no problem eating some meat based on the side with pizza. I like meat on pizza the best. Also veggie on pizza. Hits me with that. Cheeseburger pizza is my favorite pizza. Followed by pepperoni. Everything about this is so good. This remake, I don't think that the remake replaces the original, but I definitely think it's better. I'm just gonna outright say it. I think the remake is better than the original. There's literally one scene I like better entirely, completely, 100% say is better than the original. Hear me out. I don't think I need to, like... I think I just need to be damaged. I don't think Loud Mountain, Loud Mountain, Loud Mountain, the sequel. Last of Us show should get a remaster. Agreed. The Last of Us Season 1 remastered. Keep up the tradition. And with all new actors. Same sets though. Like they should get, to keep up with the fact that in the remasters, every time they do a remaster, the characters looks ever so slightly different. They should get actors that look kind of like the actors from the show already, but like still different. I can't see. Exactly, I'm thinking Hugh Jackman as Joel. Yes. I think, honestly, I think Pedro Pascal, I mean his look, how he looks only just gets there to be like, yeah, I could see him as Joel. But how he sounds, he does not sound like Joel when he talks. And throughout the show, it's funny, throughout the show every other reoccurring character gets more like their character. But how somehow Pedro Pascal starts sounding less Texan. Like he starts out trying to sound Texan, and then he just starts talking like Pedro Pascal by the end. Maybe that's a little too good, okay? Instead, how about Tom Holland? Tom Holland definitely has this secret Joel. Have you guys seen the mods where they remove the fog during the daytime section? And it's like the sun shines through. It looks like real life. It really does. It looks so good.
Laura, please, wait!
Laura, please, have you seen my wife, Mary? Her name's Mary and she's my wife. If that's a description good enough for you.
Laura?
Where did she go?
Hey, but speaking of Pedro Pascal, if we get a RDR show, make that man Javier, yeah. Yes. Although I actually would prefer a Red Dead Redemption movie. Like Red Dead Redemption movie rather than show, to be honest, because I think I know everyone always calls The Last of Us a movie show, but The Last of Us still kind of feels like it would work. I think Red Dead Redemption, obviously you'd need a TV show to fit everything in, but it just feels like a movie. Like it's begging to be a modern day Western. That's what it wants to be if it ever made it.